When he wants you, when he needs you, wanna make him play with you. I don't know if those are the right words, but I like to hear it. Dim it low, pick it up slow, moving all around, turn around, make your back go. Pop, pop, pop that thing. I'ma show you how to make a man sing. Wow. Ooh, we are live, Face Squad. In the corner. I like that cello song so much. I was singing it all today at my job. I know they was tired of me. It was like, girl, what are you talking about? Just messing up the vibes. Messing up the vibes. In the corner. Is it cold where y'all are at? Because it's freezing in Texas. I just want to put that out there. Is it cold where y'all are at? Yes or no? Sound off in the chat. Because it is freezing in Texas. To be more specific, it's freezing in San Antonio. Yeah, it's way too cold for me. But we're here. We're here, and we're here with the mess. Okay? Okay. Ooh, the ghetto girl pop. But y'all already know. Y'all already know. You already know. You already know. Already know. Ooh. Oh, yes. All right, that being said, hey, Couture Bays, it's your girl, Britt, going live with the Bree Talk. And Bay Squad, we gotta talk, okay? We gotta talk. There's so much to talk about. Like, Juicy January has been very juicy. The 2025 is coming in nice and hot, okay? It's coming in hot. I love it. I love it a lot. Without it, would I be here? I don't think so. Yeah, I really do enjoy it. But we're gonna be talking about Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal has responded to Dwight Howard. I told y'all it's bigger than that Superman thing. I told y'all the other day, somebody was saying it has something to do with Kobe. And you know, Shaq has a career in the NBA. Dwight does not. He was over there at that little pod complaining about not getting real work. I told you I be on the money. I be in the know. I be in the know. Your faves, they be lost in the sauce. I be in the know. But y'all knew that. We're going to be talking about Twitch. DJ Twitch boss, his widow wife. Because, baby, they are dragging her. When I say they are dragging her, I've never seen a widow drag like this before. They give baby mamas better respect. I don't know why this white woman came outside to do what she is doing, but they're not having it. Oh, child. Are y'all mad at Twitch wife? I don't know. I have my thoughts. We're going to get into it, though, because everybody popped out the woodwork to say something. The only person who hasn't said anything yet is Ellen, but Ellen is not trying to piss off the good white folk. She's trying to live her best life. Okay? She sees that y'all are mad at her, and she's been going through it. Auntie Ellen's been going through it. You know, Ellen got a lot of money, so I'm not going to piss off Ellen. I like Ellen DeGeneres. Y'all said she was a mean lady. It was given powerful to me, but I don't know. You know the lesbians like things a certain way, but it is what it is. It It is what it is. And of course, we're going to talk about Doug Christie. Jackie Christie gets the last laugh. Shout out to my girl. I told y'all, I don't want to hear nothing from them broke hoes over on that show. Jackie Christie is the one. She's been able to keep her marriage. She's been able to live a luxury life. Do you see Jackie out here crying and complaining? She's never been in the poorhouse. You hoes better take notes. With that being said, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not facts. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So sit back, relax, sip me some apple juice or my fave, the vegan water, and let's get into the mess, shall we? Mods, do not block anybody because I'm tired of unhiding people who cry in my DMs talking about they were hidden. Just time them out. Honestly, if they're doing something triggering, you already know what to do. You already know what to do. If they're talking about my looks, y'all know those are the Jaguar right trolls, okay? Because they're the only ones obsessed with all of this. I mean, it's cold outside, and we're in the heat. We're in the comforts of the warmth. Okay, I told y'all we don't argue with the trolls. They don't hurt my feelings unless they put it with money. They want to hurt my feelings, add $1 to it. Then you get my attention. If I'm not bothered, I'm not addressing them. Ignore them unless they're saying something sexually explicit, because they be saying stuff sexually explicit. Now that y'all can delete, okay? Because we're not talking about sex stuff. This ain't no sex channel. Get on. Get your keyboard banging ass on somewhere, okay? But other than that, hey y'all. Hey Bay Squad. What it do? I hope y'all are like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. And again, don't engage with the trolls. I shouldn't have to tell y'all that. Like, focus. The word of the year is discipline. Do you have the discipline to focus on what we're talking about, or are you going to engage with somebody that's trying to distract you? A lot of y'all have been distracted. A lot of y'all are asleep behind the wheel. And that being said, let's get into the mess. So I want to start off first with Doug Christie. Congratulations to Doug Christie. He is the head coach, not formally, but until they decide, for the Sacramento Kings. And the way that they dog walk Golden State, he deserves it. He deserves it. Give Doug Christie his flowers. Not only is he a champion, he's someone who upholds the standards. Okay. The first time I ever, and I'm a huge Lakers fan. For those that do not know, I'm a huge Lakers fan. My sugar daddy bought me Kobe's jerseys. Authentic. Yeah. Both of them. Both of the Lakers jerseys. I did not want that BS one he had from, what was it, Seattle or whatever? No. Both the Lakers jerseys. I have both of them. Shout out to a real man. Shout out to a king. So he bought me both the Lakers jerseys because, you know, I'm a huge fan of Kobe. Kobe Bryant. That's me. So he's been an all-around amazing player. A lot of people have a lot to say about Doug Christie. They said he's someone who understands the attitudes of mega superstars. He was there when Rick Fox was going through his situation with Vanessa Williams. He was there when Kobe was cheating. He's been there for the good, the bad. He was there when Kobe and Shaq wouldn't even speak to each other. Awkward. So I think he is the man to do it. And besides, like, let me look up Doug Christie's stats real quick. People asking him, how does he feel about it? He was already the assistant coach. Go ahead and put him in the game. Go ahead and put him in the game. I think he makes sound decisions. I think he's great. He's 54 years old, so he has longevity. Okay. Let's see. Stats, because they got all the stats. Oh, wow. He's played for some big teams. He played for the Lakers, the Knicks, the Raptors. He played with the Raptors a lot. Of course, the Sacramento Kings. Wow. See, he has an extensive portfolio. He's a good big man. And he retired with the Clippers. So he understands the format. He understands being traded. He understands loyalty. I think this is great for him. I really do. I'm proud of that. Go ahead and do it. He's 6'6". So yeah, I think this is a good look. I'm proud of Doug and Jackie. I'm proud of both of them. Okay. So let's get these lines up. I'm going to talk about somebody y'all really don't know, but real quick, I want to take an intermission because y'all know I got me a video. Y'all know I got me a video, okay? A video. Always got me a little video. Something in the clip because I need to keep y'all on y'all toes. So remember we was talking about Chad Ochocinco and Sherelle Rosado. Baby, I think her and Chad are back together. I think her and Chad are back together, and this is why she was trying to change the narrative about him and her, and she's finding on the ring cam him with other women. Because let's get into this.
Snap back on are the ones well, you cheated on your ex-husband for him. Like, y'all don't know my story. Y'all don't know what happened. We weren't married. He married me after I stepped out with Chad because he didn't want to lose me. So
let's talk about that. You were in a relationship prior to meeting Chad.
Yes,
you were
with my son's father.
With your son's father, and you cheated on your son's father with Chad.
Yes.
You stepped outside of the relationship.
It was done. Like, I went through so much with him. It was a lot. And it was to a point where I was like, whatever. Like, we were building a house and everything. We were not married, but we were together for 6 years. So, but it was so much after when you're getting cheated on constantly and you're staying there, like, you're pregnant and they're not there, they're out with their ex. It was so much going on in that relationship, and I finally had enough. I was like, I'm just gonna do me.
Did Chad approach you knowing you were in this relationship?
I approached Chad. Actually, this is what I did. I was laying on the couch because I was pissed off, and we had just got to arguing, and it was that Sunday, and I sent heart eyes because I was watching his story. I sent heart eyes, and he responded right back. And
I bet he did.
Chad has always been my celebrity crush.
Really?
Yes.
For like years.
Years. He was my favorite athlete. He's always been like, I have never felt a way about a man the way that I feel about Chad. Ever. I know, it's crazy.
So, when people say, well, it's karma, Sherelle.
Yes, they be like, well, it's karma. You cheated on your husband for him. No, it's not, because I went through a lot. I should have left. And I think that was my biggest message to people when I was telling that story is, instead of trying to stay for your kids or for financial reasons, it's better to leave than continue to hurt each other. And that was the point I was trying to get across. Instead, I stayed, he proposed to me, and we got married. And I cut off communication with Chad, and he can tell you this. And we stayed married for like 7 months, and I was like, I can't do it. Mm-hmm. Like, you only married me because you didn't want me to leave you.
And do you think he proposed to you because he knew that you were...
I told him. I told him I stepped out.
With Chad Ochocinco?
Mm-hmm.
With the Chad, allegedly. But when a man hears that you cheated on him with Chad Footlong Ochocinco, because that's the reputation he has. Would you like to confirm or deny that reputation?
I'm not saying shit, so they could be in his. No, he like this. No.
She said he has the size of a Twinkie, honey.
So stay out his DM.
Stay out his DM, scallywags. Leave him alone, child.
Yes.
Okay, so we won't confirm or deny that. But listen, all jokes aside, listen, when a man
Child, that sound like they back together. Because why do you care if people are in his DMs? What? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the check up. Run the check up. And run the check up. Thank you, 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 Radia. Hey, Couture. Hey, hating hoes. Hit the like. I love it. I love it. I love. I think she been a cheater. Her coming up with all these excuses. She walked down the aisle with that man and didn't even want him, child. She stayed around just for validation. She's too old for that. She is not young. I'm so tired. She is not young. That lady is in her 30s. She is not young. She's not in her 20s. I'm so sick and tired. She knew that man was over there cheating and she still got pregnant. She still stayed beside him. And she's making it seem like she don't understand why people are calling her, oh, this is your karma. This is what you get. Because she laughed. She laughed when she talked about it. She was like, I cheated with you. That's what she said. I can't trust nothing she said. Because on the pod, they was married. Now with Carlos, this is before they got married. Girl, you lied and said the neighborhood talk had it wrong. And he posted them receipts and took it down because Kyle had the proof showing that it was another light-skinned chick that was at her house that Chad was in the bed. In the bed. That's exactly what happened. Child, please. Please. Get his money. That's why she is laughing. Ooh, Brandy. Whose money? Her ex-husband's money? He already had to pay child support. He already got to pay child support. What money was she getting from Chad? Chad was out there being cheap. If we think about it, her presence elevated, because you know this is Chad Ochocinco. He's a amazing athlete, but her lifestyle did not elevate. This is not an Ashley Nicole thing. Remember when Ashley Nicole married her husband? Elevation. Them other girls who married their husbands off of WAGs? Elevation. Sherelle's life looks the same. Nothing looks different to me. Except for who she's around in her presence. I don't know. Very weird, very strange. But I had to get that out the way. Let's get into Dr. Benjamin Danielson. I really want to talk about this case because when I tell y'all got to fight for yourselves, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is a black man. So I want y'all to understand what happened. So former Seattle children's doctor, Dr. Benjamin Danielson, was powerless and embarrassed. A black father was escorted away by security after requesting hospital staff use needless injection on his sick child, lawsuit alleges. Last week, a jury awarded $21 million to Dr. Benjamin Danielson, the black former medical doctor of a clinic serving low-income children run by Seattle's Children's Hospital, who sued the hospital for racial discrimination. Y'all gonna get tired of listening to people tell y'all not to sue. Y'all better take every action possible to get your money, because they're not gonna give you the 40 acres and a mule. Shout out to this black man. We're gonna continue reading. Shout out to him. Okay. In his lawsuit, Danielson said hospital leaders failed to remedy known practices for systematic racism, including disproportionate use of security against black patients, lack of translation services, racial inequities in how it provided health care, and subjecting its black and brown employees to a double standard of conduct, reported the Seattle Times. Baby, he done made it to their local newspaper, honey. He also alleged that Dr. Jim Hendricks, a hospital administrator, used racist terms, 15 years ago, calling him the N-word and referring to people of Asian descent as Japs, misconduct that the hospital ignored, according to Crossout. Danielson, who resigned from the hospital in protest over unaddressed racism in 2020, 21 million. Cause he decided to speak up. I told y'all, while y'all sitting there letting things slide at your job, he did not. Claimed that he saw black patients treated differently because of their race, such as nurses calling security after hearing a black patient's raise a voice. An internal report led by the Hospital Center for Diversity and Health Equity found that from 2018 to 2011, security calls on black patients at Seattle Children's were more than twice as likely as they were for the white patients. That disparity continued through 2021, per an analyst of hospital data later done by the Seattle Times. One such episode involved the black father of a sick child being escorted away by security officers after requesting for staff to use a needless injection device on his child, as a doctor had ordered, instead of numbing cream. This treatment left the man feeling embarrassed, demoralized, and perceived as a criminal, the report said. As a black man, being escorted away from my very sick child by a security officer left me powerless, embarrassed, and seen in the eyes of other families on the unit as a criminal, the father said, according to an internal report led by the Hospital Center of Diversity and Health Equity. Do you think he filed the lawsuit? Probably not. Let me tell you who did. The doctor did. The doctor who was sick and tired of working at that hospital, he said nope. And he got paid for it. See, this is why you should follow the law. This is why when they doing way too much, you should put your foot down. Stop threatening to whoop their ass and go take it out legally. Go be like the rest of the girlies. Be like them. Y'all gotta use the same tactics as them. Be appalled. Compose yourself and listen to what they're saying and document it, and then go do what you need to do. Period. Because some of y'all don't have emotional control. Okay? Y'all would have been flying off the handle, doing I will sue, and they already got their guards up. Absolutely not. You got to listen to what they're saying and then use the words that they used against you in your lawsuit and cry to the bank. And that's how you defeat systematic oppression, by hitting them where it hurts their money, because they don't care. They're still going to feel whatever they feel, but you know what? They'll watch what they do. They'll act like they got some sense. Imagine you with your sick child and they take you out because you're telling somebody what the doctor told you so they can harm your kids. Let's not act like Miss Erin Stratman is not about to await trial for harming black babies. Y'all better wake up. While y'all out here listening to them Antons and these other anti-black idiots who want to get on the pods and on the mics talking about women, all that. You haven't dated a woman in a long time. You date your wife. Tell married men to stay in their business. Use them degrees to free the people. That one was for someone very specific. I'm just saying. Let's continue. After Danielson resigned and amid public outcry, Seattle Children's Hospital hired former U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder and his Washington, D.C. based law firm Promotions and Voluntary Terminations. Ooh, something just happened to the screen. Please get the likes up. Not they not liking this. Not they not liking this. not they upset. Don't flag the channel because I hit y'all where your heart hurts. They found it. So y'all be taking the abuses at your job, and they found racial disparities persist in leadership position, promotions, and voluntary terminations. Voluntary terminations. Right here. It's in the write-up. The investigation described a culture of conflict avoidance and failure to address microaggressions in an environment that excludes and undervalues BIPOC workforce members within the hospital system. Investigators also found that the hospital did not adequately investigate or address the 2009 allegation that Hendricks referred to Danielson using racial epithets. Here you have it. Hendricks, the president of the Seattle Children's Research Institute, was forced to resign in 2021 after Danielson's allegations of the incident publicly surfaced. He denied having to use racial slurs, and the hospital later argued that the alleged slur was an isolated incident, not evidence or a pattern of racial discrimination or a hostile racial atmosphere. And that's why he won that $21 million. You see how they was quick to defend the man who was doing it because they have a history of racial disparities that persist in leadership positions, promotions, and voluntary terminations. Hello. Hello. Ding, 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 ding. So like I keep telling y'all be trying to play fair and, oh, this is even playing field. Hit them in them pockets. Because why these weak beta males want to talk about Joy Taylor's poom poom, what they don't understand is she can get her a lawsuit too. Because she can easily say, yes, I didn't care what happened to other women because women didn't care what happened to me. When I went and told so-and-so about Charlie Dixon, they didn't care. She's going to be looked at as the victim because he's in a what? Position of power. You cannot use the workforce for your bigotry or your sexual desires. You will get not only yourself, but the company in trouble. Someone will have to pay some money. This is how I know a lot of y'all don't study the policies of EEO, HR, or anything, because y'all believe it doesn't work. Use your brain. Stop telling them what you're going to do. If they won't help you, go to the next. Everybody has a boss. Everybody, even in the private sector. A lot of y'all be weak-minded. Y'all be like, oh my God, it's not gonna, I always believe the law is on my side. Always, every time. And it will work. And it will work. It will work. Because you have a boss. I'm quick to be like, I'm sorry. What's your name? And if they deny me, I write that down too. I have a real good memory when people get to doing this. I'll be like, oh, wait a minute, slow it down. What did you say? I'm not afraid of no man on earth. And if you can't help me, I will report you. Because time suspenses, please. That man was documenting. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And when they come ask you, cry if you need to. I just felt so like, I don't know. I told y'all, I don't play them type of games. We had somebody escorted out the building when I was in DC. When they was doing stuff, I said, what? Yes, this happened. I wrote it up. Do, 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 do. This is what happened to me. They were fired. Y'all better act like y'all at work. Some of y'all be over there just allowing it to happen. Well, it ain't me, please. If I even witness anything heinous out the way, oh my God. This cannot be, this is what we're doing. Because I have to wake up and be a participant in, no, on to the next, please. Y'all better act like y'all know. Let's get into Shaq versus Dwight Howard. I told y'all Dwight is a problem child. Let's get into it. Let's get back to business to defeat the Huns. Oh, if you live in Florida, y'all have some elections. Y'all got to vote on. Make sure you're prepared. Go study. Go study, please, and thank you. Let's get into Dwight Howard versus Shaq. Okay, so y'all heard the clip from yesterday of Dwight Howard talking about how Shaq has been stopping his bag and they can get more if they work together and blah, 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 blah. You know, just looking for, you know, Shaq to come through. So Shaq decided to go to Twitter and he said, at Dwight Howard, he added him because Shaq is a grown man. Shaq is a grown man. The fact you think I care about you is funny, but I won't ever bring your name up again, sensitive big man. A jokester that can't take a joke won't ever say your name ever again. Have a great day. And now you have been deleted. Have a great day. And ever cared. Trust me. Show more. Ooh, child, baby. And that's not the one you want, because Shaq is out here in this money. Shaq has been retired for a really long time. I'm not saying he's an amazing man, but he seems to be a trick. So, ladies, if you want a big sweaty man, because that's what Corinne Steffens said, and he might do some occasional cheating, go over there with Shaq. He's getting older now. He's not as mobile. You know, he's been slimmed up a little bit. But go over there and take some of Shaq's money. Let him pay off your house and your land and stuff. Okay? He in Papa John's commercials. He's doing insurance commercials. He's on these pods. He sits down with Charles Barkley and them. They out here doing commercials all day. They at the games. Go get that free money. He an old man. He needs somebody to help him spend it. Okay? Go spend Shaq's money. Because he has it to spend. His kids is grown. His kids is grown. Okay? Dwight Howard responded, I know you care because yo insecure A been hating and talking ish for 20 years. You too big to be this insecure. I hope you don't bring my name up again. 52 years old tweeting me. That's what the bosses do. He has a lot of money, so of course he tweeted you because he knows you need some, Dwight. He knows you need some money, Dwight. He knows it. He knows that. I hope you don't bring my name up again. And still hating. Now, all this time you was joking. You always been jealous. Jealous of Kobe, Penny, D-Wade. You jealous of Charles too. Go move around, big lazy insecure. I still have that long 5-paragraph direct message you sent me a couple years ago telling me that I'm not that great to hate. And you still doing it. It's 2025. Grow the hell up and move on. If he said you're not that great to hate, and if he's your biggest hater, make him your biggest motivator. I don't understand when, Dwight, what commercial do you have? What endorsement do you have? You're playing in Taiwan, and you just won a championship literally 2.5 years ago. You're going to get that Isaiah treatment that Jordan did to him. You're going to get it. Okay? Isaiah, we can't find Isaiah nowhere. He's an amazing man. Great. Can't get a job. And that's going to be you. That's going to be you. That's going to be you. Too many greats have spoke on you in a disparaging way. And I feel bad for you because you like to abuse God as your weapon. Very sad. Not you think he's on the spectrum. Ooh. Oh my God. You think he autistic? You think he has the autism? Or do you think it's because he can't be himself? I think it's because he can't be himself. His daddy was a cop. He was raised in the church. His mama played basketball. That's where he learned it from. He want to be his mama. You might be on to something. You might be on to something. Y'all might be on to something. But let's get into this very heartbreaking, very viral family dispute. Okay, very viral family dispute that's going on. Ooh, where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the check up. Run the check up. And run the check up. Thank you, 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 Purple Diva DC. DC the Purple Diva. Make sure y'all subscribe to the ladies in the chat and the gentlemen. I think AT2 was up in here. Keep growing this year. You keep growing. I loved your video you did earlier today. I was watching it at work. That's where I watch all my favorite content creators at the job. At the job. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Naughty. Ooh. So, child, I think the fact that Shaq said he won't bring his name up really triggered Dwight, because if people don't talk about you, you fade to the black. Meanwhile, Shaq in these commercials and making big money, and Dwight only playing basketball overseas last time I heard. He's playing for Taiwan. He's playing for Taiwan. Let's be very clear. Doug Christie has really good stats, but look at Doug Christie. Doug Christie is a coach for a NBA team. Nobody joins the NBA, plays for the NBA the amount of time they played for, and successfully to go play overseas. Nobody. I don't care what no one says. Nobody. Nobody who plays overseas. Nobody. That's the job for the WNBA, remember? Because they wasn't making money. The overseas basketball gigs were for guys who did not make it to the pros, but they could play. I know somebody right now who has a multi-billion-dollar business out in South Carolina who played overseas, and that's how he opened all his businesses in South Carolina, with that overseas bread. It's a good lick. It's a good luck. It's a lot of money, but he never played in the NBA. He has pictures with Kevin Garnett and everything. They're real cool. Nobody goes to the NBA, the National Basketball Association, to go play overseas. I lived in DC. Mama Bay and them seen it. Sherry saw it. I had a beautiful condominium. There were overseas basketball players in my building. Nobody goes overseas to play basketball who played in the NBA that's shown on TV globally. Wasn't he in the Olympics? I'll let that simmer in y'all spirit, because some of y'all don't understand. Let that sizzle in your spirit. Let's get into Twitch Boss Widow. I'm not calling her by her name because we do not need to make her famous. We did not know her as anything but DJ Twitch's wife. What she's doing is, child, it's given ungodly, but I don't know. I'm not understanding this, and neither is friends and family of Twitch. Again, Ellen probably wants to say something against this woman, but she can't because y'all don't like her. So let's get into what she has said.
A moment, I was with one of my really dear friends, and we were cleaning out the closet.
Now, mind you, brace yourselves. If you watch the Ellen show, he was the black guy who had Ellen dancing. He helped her incorporate that in there. I think he was one of the more successful DJs on TV, next to Jazzy Jeff that be with Tamron Hall. Fair use.
A moment, I was with one of my really dear friends, and we were cleaning out the closet and picking out an outfit for him for the funeral. And it was a really triggering moment for me because there was a lot of things I discovered in our closet that I did not know existed. And it was very alarming to me to learn that there was so much happening that I had no clue. So it was a really scary moment in my life to figure that out, but it also helped me process that he was going through so much and he was hiding so much, and there must have been a lot of shame in that. And he was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on anyone, because he loved everyone so much. He didn't want other people to take on his pain. But it was very alarming and scary to find those things and have never known. A moment I was with one of my really dear friends.
When I heard this, I was like, he was on drugs. Because that's the party favors. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I'm not about to watch this. I don't understand this. And then there was this immediate outpour and backlash for this. Because for those that do not know, DJ Twitch unalived himself. Allegedly, she found him. And now I'm starting to question that. I'm going to just be very honest with y'all. Because I question... Let's get into the things. Stephen Twitch boss widow Allison Holker discovered his drug addiction in very scary moment before funeral exclusive with People. Candace from Real Housewives of Potomac said, I'm not even going to say it, but this white woman is doing everything but protecting her black children and her black husband's legacy. She could have kept this in her therapist's office. Shaking my head. This is the sister or the cousin. This is somebody. But her name is Big L. Darielle. She said she won't let our family see the kids. He wasn't an addict. He smoked weed and was actively trying to quit. He wasn't some junkie. Now, hearing this, put a 1 in the chat if that sounded like smoking weed to y'all. Put a 2 in the chat if that sounded like something else. Because I'm sure People Magazine wouldn't put no, he had a drug addiction if it was a little Wiz Khalifa. I don't think they would have put Wiz Khalifa, a drug addiction for Wiz Khalifa. I've never heard of... I don't know. It just, I see some 2s, I see some 1s. So then Darielle goes on to say, yeah, I don't give a F about an NDA. This crazy woman made me and his actual family, including signing an NDA just to even attend the funeral. She's been trying to tarnish his legacy and refuses to let the boss family see the children, only to exploit and lie on my cousin. Hell no. So this is Courtney Platt. Courtney Platt is being called out. Well, Courtney Platt is calling out Twitch's widow. She said, Stephen Twitch boss widow Allison Holker discovered his drug addiction in a very scary moment. Just so y'all know, that's where I got it from. Anyone who knows me knows I go straight to the source during a conflict and handle my business. But since there's clearly no shame in being so public, I haven't said a word in 2 years, but here I go. Is she his publicist? Who is she? I was there the moment you both connected. I was there the day you got engaged. I stood by your side on your wedding day, and I was in your home the day he died. I was by your side because your husband was my family. It didn't matter how often we spoke, how often we saw each other. We were bonded forever. This is by far the most tacky, classless, opportunistic act I've ever seen in my entire life. We all had to sign some weird NDA to attend his funeral. Even his own mother. Oh, let me go to her channel. Let me go to her. Courtney. Courtney. Oh, because Courtney, you had a lot to say. I want to read it. Courtney. Courtney and Platt. Yeah, we're going over there. Making my way downtown, walking fast. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do. Cause I need you. Courtney looks like she's about her business. I love when white women check other white women. She's somebody important. She was at the Wicked premiere. Shout out to her. Yeah, get her together, Courtney. Let's read this. Let me drop on by. So where was he at? We all had to sign some weird NDA to attend his funeral. Even his own mother, who you treated like garbage this entire time. And let's just remember, you wouldn't have even had a husband if it wasn't for her. Oh, Courtney. Courtney said, do you want me to wake up? Yes, Courtney. Stand on business. Stand on business, Courtney. Shout out to Courtney. Shout out to Courtney. Shout out to this white woman gathering Twitch's wife. Because this is disgusting. I wanted to know why. Go ahead and put it out there, girl. Let's get into the business. I love when white women fight with each other. Not to share anything or ruin his name as if that was on anyone's mind in the first place. And here you go and write a book with all the dirty laundry, smearing his name and attempting to dim the bright, loyal, loving light that was your husband, my friend. Whether any of it's true or not is actually besides the point. This is how you protect the boss name you so quickly dropped on your social media platforms 48 hours after he passed? Oh my God. His legacy? This is how you protect his children from any further humiliation, hurt, and despair. This is what you want them to remember about him? You have moved on. You're living your life. You're on every carpet you can get on, every celebrity row you can sit in, every magazine you can be in, and you needed to do this? Get a journal, a therapist, a friend, ... But publishing a book, shamelessly sharing the pages of your husband's journal. Oh, now, bitch, you done took it too far. Now that is despair. Oh, my God. Of his journal. We haven't even seen Kurt Cobain's journal. And she wants us to see his. People magazine, what a joke. Yes, he took his own life, which is a fact all of us still can't fathom, and he was clearly having mental health issues, hurting so deeply, and this is your example of empathy or your love? This smear campaign for a buck is absolutely not what he would have wanted. No matter how bad he was hurting, not for a second. You're a living, breathing bulldozer. Stick to your own demons. Shame on you, Allison. Shame on your money-hungry team. Let my friend rest in peace. Not your PR. Oh, let me, you know what, Courtney? Courtney, girl, I might have to follow you. I might have to follow you, Courtney. Let Let me put this in the Bay Squad chat so y'all can see it. If you're not in the Bay Squad chat, where are you at? If you're not a Bay, are you really down? Look. Mental health is very hard. He did take his life. I remember Portia de Rossi said that was the first time she seen Ellen like really break, because she couldn't believe it. A lot of y'all know that I had someone very close to me, very, very, very close to me, take his life on New Year's Day 7 years ago. So I understand. My issue with Allison is not that she wants to make money. Do whatever you need to do. But it's how you go about it, because then I think you were doing something way more sinister at play, because for her to drop the name of Boss in 48 hours tells me everything I need to know. I had a high school friend take his life literally last year, and my dad had to tell me. So, and his wife, and I saw his wife when I went to my dad's house for Christmas, and the kids, they're still torn up about that. Like, his sister is still torn up about that. Like, she had to witness that, and she was pregnant. Very sad, hard times. So when I see people doing stuff that doesn't operate in the space of love, light, healing, evolution, and it's very demonic, very sinister, very devious, I'm happy the agent is calling her out. I'm happy the cousin is calling her out, because why did their family have to sign an NDA? You thought they were going to speak negatively about someone they loved, and you're on people making it seem like he had some type of serious drug thing, because when I heard her say it, that's what I thought she was talking about. I didn't hear weed. I didn't hear weed. That doesn't sound like marijuana. It doesn't sound like Wiz Khalifa. And I get it. Black women were not supposed to care about black men who, these are the women they choose. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't. I have to be honest for a second. We can have empathy for people who are mourning, and this man never disparaged black women. Come on now. We have to stop that, because when black men do it to us, it makes them look stupid. I see why the lady is triggered, because reading that, it's alarming. Granted, you go through the 7 steps of grief, but her dropping her last name, again, we seen her on the red carpets, but we did not know that woman. We did not know that woman. We did not know that lady. And she wants to make him her PR thing. I pray it backfires. I pray it backfires for a plethora of reasons. She has a man. She moved on. I don't even care that she moved on. But to sit there and disparage your husband for a coin is, child, out of the Dr. Umar playbook of the Snow Bunnies. I can't even I'm just like, and he thought she was down with him. I can't even help it, but I feel like she was the cause for him taking his life, because what would make him, that's why Ellen had that break, because she didn't understand. It didn't make sense to her. Something happened. We need to look into it, because was it really him taking his life? I don't know. Oh no. Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the truck up. Run the truck up. And run the truck up. I just think that's weird. I think it's weird. And that's why they dragging her. For filth. She's a nasty woman. She's a nasty woman. Who's to say she didn't push him over the edge? Now, right now, you know, my goodness, you know, thank you for the donation, girl, you know. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to be the one to say it. I didn't want to be the one to say it. She don't love them children either. Another birther. Ooh. She was there for the money and the fame. Oh, my God. Praying for your friends and family, praying for those who know and love him. Oh, thank y'all so much. And I pray for anybody who's ever suffered at someone taking their life. It is, oof. It doesn't get easier. You just become more acceptance towards the facts, right? Because how old is her baby about that? I think her son turns 1. Her son is turning 1. Yeah. And he looks just like he has like, doesn't look just like him because he looks like his daddy, but he has like facial features. That reminds me, I'm like, dang, he looks just like your brother. That's so crazy. Your brother's twin. You know. So yeah, it's wild. And you do have to live your life. And again, I do feel bad for anybody who's suffering through this. I pray you ain't got no wicked woman or man over there doing no stuff like that, because I'll play it one more time so y'all can hear it. Well, I'm not gonna play it one more time. Y'all don't need to hear that, because she was lying. She was lying. We gotta call it out. We gotta start calling things a thing. She was lying for sport. But what are your thoughts, Bae Squad? I did my short. Thank y'all for keeping me on my toes. I thought I did one yesterday just to realize I didn't do one. And one of the Bae Squad members called me out. Shout out to the Bae Squad member who sent me a cash app. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love those donations after y'all watch the content and y'all send me donations. I love it. Shout out to the Bae Squad that left me a super sticker in the comments. Oh my goodness, thank y'all. I am totally appreciative of that. Again, members, make sure you check the community tab. I put out the workout regimen for us. We gotta get it. We gotta get it. We gotta stick to our goals. We gotta stick to our goals. Woo! Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the check up. Run the check up. And run the check up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Are we really surprised? This is right on brand. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. That is crazy. Crazy. And on that note, what are your thoughts, Baes? Comment down below. I gotta go. Bye, host.